Black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody who...
We are in a state of emergency. Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it go. Free your mind.
To boldly go where no man has gone before.
I ordered this book, God is on Trial. I ordered this book from Amazon, and I must say I've read it. It's very well written, very thought-provoking. So sisters and brothers like Alberta Parrish, again, God is on Trial. It is a provocative, thought-provoking, very real and honest point of view regarding the gods of major religions or of Abrahamic religions, and why those of us who follow these belief systems should be asking the same kind of questions instead of just blindly accepting and following.
Gomane. Assemble the people, Gomane. We will not be defeated by witch doctors' illusions.
Okay. Thank you for donating to my uncle Taalik. I appreciate it, and I know that my family appreciate it because he's been in our lives for years now. So, yeah. And I just want to say thank you because, yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, and we love you guys. Mwah. Bye. Bye. Peace forever and always. Peace forever and always. Peace forever and always.
How do you guys feel about Cherry frowning like that with her album? You guys' album coming out?
She's cute.
She thinks she's cute.
That's all I got to say.
She curls.
Cherry thinks she's cute. Huh?
Thanks, hon.
She came out with a different attitude after that.
Like a gun to me. I don't know what we did on film.
That's old school.
Life has changed.
I want the red. Wait, what was that? Mr. T did in Rocky. What was that? Rocky 3. Was it Rocky 3? Put them cameras on my face.
There we go. I don't have a lot to say. Come to see Terry. That's Terry, Cindy, and Rona.
I trust that feeling. Does anybody have any questions of me before I get out of here? Let's see what you guys are saying. What's up, Soul Sister Rona? Hey, Taalik. I'm the brother that did Mike Jackson in Tunica, Mississippi. Hey, now. Hello to Terry. Respect. Bless up. Bless up. Bless up.
Come to see Terry. That's Terry, Cindy, and Rona. It's Terry.
It's important for the black youth especially to know that we did have a history and that we did great things and that we had great people, and those things were not in the history books when I was in school. And what I'd like to be doing 5 years from now is attempting to rewrite the history books so that they'll know that.
This message. Hey, my brother, you know I had to call you and thank you personally again. I cannot describe to you how happy I was to meet you in person finally. That was just like amazing.
Ring out in perfect harmony, Terry Ellis becomes the first of the divas to offer the world her singular sound. And she does just that on Southern Gal.
But when I get up in here, everybody, I'm fucking this nigga up, everybody. I'm tired of these niggas, man. I'm trying to work, do my thing, and niggas are clowning me and fucking up my career, everybody. I can't live like this, everybody. These niggas gonna have to die, everybody. Keep fucking with me, everybody. Keep fucking with me. Keep fucking with me, everybody. Keep fucking with me. Keep fucking with me, everybody. Keep fucking with me.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. The war has started officially. It's paid for. We're ready to go. Do this. So, I'm not playing with this troll. Something is going to be done. I'm tired of this piece of trash messing with me. I got some other errands to run. Hey, what's up, Deacon? What's up, Deacon? I catch y'all on the flip. The war has officially started. I would suggest to this troll, you better leave me the hell alone. It's on and popping. Peace out.
Keep fucking with me, everybody. Keep fucking with me. Keep fucking with me, everybody. Keep fucking with me. Scared the fuck out of me, everybody. I'm just sick and tired of these niggas out here fucking with me, everybody. These niggas are fucking with me, everybody. Fucking with me, everybody. And I'm tired of it, everybody.
Everybody who is black and interested in black people, let us sit down and find out how we can get together in one direction against one enemy and accomplish this job overnight.
When soul singer and black activist Sam Cooke wrote the lyrics to his song, A Change Is Gonna Come, it was very direct and to the point. With some changes to it, the song was still digestible. In the year 2019, black folks continue to go through the change rather than direct the change. A community activist named Taalik Ibn'rad has made an appeal similar to what Sam Cooke was asking for. A change. It's said that the meek shall inherit the earth. We ask when. When will the landlords give the meek a free lease? Mr. Ibn'rad is humbly asking for the state of Mississippi. President Trump has already had sit-downs with the wrong representatives of the black community. How about a real discussion with a true grassroots African American? Join and organize Operation Exodus Mississippi today, or become a supporter. This is Dusty Basement Studios, and we approve of this message.
about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody.
In a state of emergency. Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it go. Free your mind.
What, dear?
Cause I keeps it real like that. I keeps it real.
Well, Stacey Parrish was most definitely not a rehearsal.
In the name of our ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of what we call the RealitysTemple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper or the host of this program. No matter where you may find me, I am known as the mighty, mighty, mighty Angel Snub Nub 7. I am your soul brother, number one. Before we really get into our topic, a topic of which some men, some fathers, as soon as they see the title, they will avoid this video because they do not want to hear anything they believe is negative in their practice of being a father. And that is good. So for those of you who are soul brother, those of you who are black men, African Americanists, whatever you want to call yourself,
Parental discretion is advised. I don't know, it's according to how hot the topic gets. I usually don't go that far, but just in case, parental discretion is advised. And for those of you who are men, you can't take the heat, then I would advise you, it is wise that you would get out of the kitchen. Because I'm telling you that black fathers have failed our community. That's what I'm saying. I'm not here to cuddle you. I'm not here to kiss your little knee. We are going to bring the reality of the situation, or we're not going to bring it at all. I am tired of black men, soul brothers, the black male, however you want to call yourself. I'm tired of my gender getting credit and getting honor that we have not earned, that you don't deserve. In the chat room is the deacons of reality. If the kitchen get too hot, deacons, I don't blame you. Get the hell out the kitchen, because they are male and they may not view our situation the same way that I do. My foundation, my complaint is you're getting honor and you're getting respect that you do not earn. And your behaviors, myself being a male myself in America, your cowardice, your refusal to accept responsibility for yourself, blaming women for your cowardice and your incompetence, you are an embarrassment to me. I make this video because I am ashamed of being part of this black male gender. That's why I'm making this video. I'm making this video because if it was up to me and those men like me, we would be out of this situation almost overnight. I'm dealing with a group of men. I'm dealing with a gender that is incompetent, cowardly, silly, woman haters, rapists, murderers of their own, violent. This is my gender. And you make me look bad because that is not who I am. And that is not who many brothers are. So this is the age not only of reality, this is the age of holding people accountable. A few months ago, a few days ago, our soul sister Noble, she put the Pan-African, black consciousness, whatever, all that pro-black garbage, put it on notice. Your free ride is over. You must be held accountable for your actions. You must be held responsible for your actions. And so on this week or this weekend of this new federal holiday, June 10th, whatever you call it, on the weekend of this new federal holiday, so y'all slave ass can have another day that you don't have to work for your massa, I declare war. I declare and say that my gender, this black American male, this black man of America, you will be held accountable for your inaction. You will no longer be given honor and praise for that which you do not earn. You're not going to be cuddled. Your little knee is not going to be kissed. All your excuses for your failure is going out the window. I'm not going to let you talk about, well, if it wasn't for the white man and the black women do this, all your excuses go out the window. You've had enough time. You've had over 100 years to get your act together. 100 years to do what you need to do. And you failed, and you continue to fail. And you want more time, and the only thing we see is more incompetence and more failure. You don't know what the hell that you're doing. And you're putting on a show, and you're putting on this act. Your bark is worse than your bite. And y'all sisters should be sick of it, and you are. I'm sick of it because you make me, you make the deacons a reality. You make the brothers who know that we need to step up now. We must prove ourselves now. All this failure, all this huffing and puffing, and I'm going to blow the house, all that is over. The deacon says failures should not celebrate Father's Day because you're not in essence a real father. You are a father based on the physical. But a dog can be a father. A goat can be a father. A goldfish can be a father. But as a human being, there's more to fatherhood than making a baby. Because simply that's all what father is. I made a baby. But within the human being, within our society, there's a responsibility that you have not lived up to. Deacon said they out there barbecuing like they accomplished something. Right. And why are you barbecuing? You barbecuing steak from a cow that you did not produce. You barbecuing on a grill you did not make. Water that you did not get. Everything about you, Mr. Father. You didn't produce a damn thing. Mr. Father. I don't want to keep you long. I just want to rant and go about my business. Because there needs to be a video to show the reality through all this nonsense. We have no father. The black man in America, the reason why you behave the way you do is because you haven't had a father. So you having Father's Day, it's a fallacy and it's a delusion. You have no idea of the responsibility, nor can you accomplish what a father is because you never had an example. Nothing but failure. You want the credit, you want the honor, but you have not lived up to father. A goat can be a father, so what? So here we are, this weekend of June 10th, however you pronounce it, it is the celebration of the last slaves being free. So they claim. As we know, we have yet to experience freedom. What actually happened was they set loose their farm animals, because that's what our ancestors was. They weren't human beings. They were farm animals. They let go, they let loose the farm animals. And they allowed you to father physically other farm animals. But the black man was never allowed to express himself as a father to his babies because he was a slave. He was the property of somebody else. He only became a father in the essence, I can use my penis. And that's all y'all are. You are only fathers within the perimeters of your penis. Because you can find a nice woman, talk a bunch of bull crap. I like you, you're cute. La-di-da, la-di-dee. And you become a father. Easy. Birds do it, bees do it. So what? So technically, you are a father. But in the grand scheme of things, you don't fit within the parameters of what we call fatherhood. That means there's something, there's a cloak that makes you more than just a sperm donor. But until this point, that's all you are. You're a sperm donor. The only thing you know how to do is physically be a father, but you have not lived up to the responsibility of fatherhood. Our ancestors came off the slave plantation. They were set free, and the last of them, this day, June the 19th, was 1865, correct? And they were set loose. Who was set loose? Fathers? No. Farm animals. That's who was set loose. The slaves was freed. Is the slaves a man? No, the slave is a farm animal. So that means that the slave was not even considered a man. What was it in the Constitution? That the slave was considered 3/5 of a man. So even if you are a man, you're not a fully functioning, you're not considered a man. But that is not what June 10th is about. June 10th is about some farm animals. They said the slaves. They did not say the men and the women. They said this is when the slaves were set free. They did not say men and women. So you had a bunch of farm animals that were set loose. The last of them, June the 19th. I know some of you don't. I know some of you don't want to hear that. You want to hear some kind of George Washington chopped down the cherry tree. I shall not tell a lie. That's the kind of story that you want to hear. I'm not going to tell you that. That's not the reality. The reality is a bunch of farm animals who were not considered human beings were set loose. You were not considered men or women. You were slaves. You was not considered a man. So if you wasn't considered a man, if our ancestors was not considered a man, how the hell can you be a father? You can't be a father unless you was considered being a man. Again, technically, you are, and you can be a father, because father simply is to sire, the ability to sire a child. And y'all can do that very well. You're talking about the black man is an endangered species. I don't see it. When I go out my house, everywhere I go, I see plenty Negro men. I don't see nowhere I can't tell that the male, black American male gender is in danger of extinction, should be an endangered species. You stupid, incompetent, cowardly, silly, but you're not in danger. And then you know how to use your ding-a-ling, you know, your penis. Y'all brag about that. Well, you know what they say about black men, you know, black men that got big feet. You see a black man with big feet, you understand, you know, he packing. Because that's all you got. That's all you got to physically being associated with manhood, to physically be associated with father is your physicality. That's all you have. You have nothing else. It's your ding-a-ling. And you brag about it. Ooh, look how big my dang-a-lang is. I was tearing that booty up last night. She was screaming and hollering. I broke it down, baby. I broke it down. That's all you got. That's all you can really talk about. Because physically, that's your only association with manhood. That's your only association with fatherhood, is your ding-a-ling. Playing with your dang-a-ling. And now you got the sisters. I've been around women a long time. And I will tell you, women are attracted to men. Women like the dang-a-ling. But that's not what women is about. Women actually love us for us. They love, you don't have to have a lot of money. You don't have to be cute and handsome. When this black woman loves you, she loves you. Y'all don't understand that. You can't get it. You think you got to parade your dang-a-lang around. You got to get your money. You got to try to pretend to be like a white man. These sisters, this woman been with us ever since they set the animals loose, the farm animals loose in 1865. And she's been loyal to you. And if she's crazy, if she's whacked out, it's because you done it. Trying to be like your slave master. Because he's your only example of what a man is, your only example of what a father is. Trying to copy him. Ain't no African came over here to teach you nothing. Ain't no Chinese, nobody from India. Everything about us that we learn, our only example for manhood is the white man in America. And he's a woman hater. And now you have become a woman hater. So now you got, or you have men on social media that's telling you we need to go back to the days of the Romans where the men took boys for friends and only used women as a source of procreation. And you have thousands of so-called black men that's digging that. But they don't want to be called homosexual. That's homosexual behavior. But that's your example of manhood. You have people that tell you that you need to make at least $50,000 a month to be a high value man. Who are you trying to copy? Trying to copy Massa. And you don't impress him because the money in your pocket, he's the reason why you're able to get it. So if you make $50,000 a month and the person that you're trying to copy, that don't impress them, and you're a high value man just because you make $50,000 a month, and this guy controls the resources, controls a lot of the world. What is he? He's your God. He's your God. Because this guy is way beyond $50,000 a month. So he must be some kind of God. The reason why you have $50,000 a month is because of this other man who is the alpha male and you are a beta male. She is so disappointed. She don't have a man. She don't have a father. And I'm telling you, we don't have a father. There are no fathers. There are no men in the black community. None. I'm going to write that, put that in the chat room. Because I said this on a video before, and I'm going to keep repeating it. I don't give a damn if you like it or not. I say there are no men, there are no fathers in the so-called black community. None. I don't care how nice your daddy was. I don't care how nice your grandfather was. My daddy good to me. Why? Because he bought you a box of Cracker Jack? Huh? None. There are no men. There are no men. There are no fathers in the black community. None. If it was, our condition after 100 years would be better. Because Father knows best. And Father gives his best. There are none. I say none. The only reason why you have the freedom that you have is because another man gave it to you. So how are you a high value man when you couldn't even make your $50,000 until this man gave the approval? I'm going to take your happy ass off the slave plantation. So how are you high value? You have nothing. I have no children. And I decided not to have children when I was a child because I did not want my children to suffer and go through all this. I'll be damned if you're going to accuse me of bringing another life into this world because I have no help. The men around me are weak. And the reason why these men are weak is because they are given the honor of being fathers and being called men and have done nothing to earn it. The only reason why you're a man, the only reason why you're a father is because you have a penis. There's nothing else that you can offer. Nothing. Brother was talking about you need to have some children so that you can leave a legacy. What kind of legacy is this American black man, this soul brother? What are you leaving? Nothing. You're a laughing stock. You're a laughing stock in the eyes of the world. You're just something laying in America that is a big consumer and you produce absolutely nothing. You're just something laying here in America for other people to use, because I don't blame them, because since you refuse to use yourself, other people will use you. And then y'all get on board Pan-Africanism, Nation of Islam, and all this other stuff where they pretend like they're doing something, but they're not. They are the great pretenders. They put on this show like they're doing something, accomplishing something. But they're not doing nothing. That's the reason why, since you won't use yourself, these Mexicans, these other Africans, these people that's coming new to the border, these Asians, well, they will use you. I don't blame them, because they got to eat. They say, here you are, sitting on all this money, all these resources that you get trillions, over $1 trillion out of the American economy every year. You're not going to use it for yourself? Well, hell, we'll use it then. So how can you get angry at them? Because they trying to survive. Apparently you don't know what to do with yourself. Well, hell, I'll use it then. And that's what they do. You a high value man. You a father. You a father. Where are your baby milk factories? Matter of fact, our children should not even be drinking baby milk. Similac, Enfamil. That's probably why y'all crazy as hell, is because you've been drinking them damn chemicals since you was an infant. And I asked these people about that too. Were you raised on Enfamil and Similac? Because you're missing components to form proper brain cells. You're not able to function. You're not able to think properly. This is 2021. Something is wrong with you. You're not able to think. And since you was denied your mother's breast, you grow closer to something that's in a can instead of growing closer to your mama. And that's why you allow anything to happen to our mother, to our sisters, because they took you away from the breast. They took you away from life. She is life. This is not life. This is plastic. This is not alive. When you're a baby, you're supposed to put your mouth on her. Life, blood, breathing. Not this. This is not alive. When you give your baby Similac and Enfamil, it even says on the label, it says breast milk is better for your child. And you ignore it. And they do not encourage it. So you have all these men that don't have a connection to their mothers, and now they hate mama. They hate mother. But they want to be called father. You can't be father without mother. Duh. You can't be father without mother. But you hate mother. How can you be father and you hate mother? It makes no sense. But when you've been drinking Enfamil, it all makes sense. And then as you grow older, not only are you losing your brain cells with Enfamil, then you start smoking that weed. Woo! Twin, that's some good stuff. You gotta do it. You gotta do it slow. That dingbat in Toledo, she showed me how to smoke weed. You gotta be slow. Yeah. Woo! Just thinking about it. You do illegal drugs. You start drinking. That's their problem. I told you, I asked these guys, was you raised on Enfamil and Similac? When I was a baby, all my nourishment came from my mom. All of it. Until my mother let me be on her breast till I just got sick and tired of it. There is no time limit. Well, only 2 years. There is no time limit. She let me feed on her breast till I just forget it. I'm done. And I'm close to my mother. And I'm close to these. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a biologist. But apparently, because I was breastfed, something happened. And also, in my growing up, I was always around women, my aunties, my mother, my sisters. And I have grown to love my mama. And when I was growing up, you didn't talk about nobody's mama. I don't care if she was a whore. I don't care if she was a prostitute. You don't talk about my mama. You do not talk about my mom. You get your ass whooped. There's going to be a problem. And even to this day, a lot of brothers don't talk about my mama. So you're using your big old ding-a-ling that you proud of. You know, you take your ding-a-ling, you swing it around. Some of y'all ding-a-ling real big and long, you put it over your shoulder. I don't think you would want some of this, sister. That's your only connection to fatherhood, is the physical connection. So using your ding-a-ling and you become a father, that means you making a baby that you're responsible for. Where's your baby shoes? Where's your Similac? Where's your baby seats? Where's your baby food? Where your baby clothes that you make? You a high value man, and you're a father, and you produce nothing for your children. And then when your children get a little age on them, and you did not warn them about the society that they live in, you get a call and somebody say, your son, the police is in a fight with your son, and the police got their foot on their neck. And what do? A father, according to y'all, a father, according to you, supposed to provide and protect. You don't provide, you don't protect. Is that my fault? Is it the white man's fault? How is it the white man's fault when he allowed this black community, these black people, allow you to get over $1 trillion out of this economy every year? How is it the white man's fault? And since you refuse to produce anything, then the Koreans come in and other Asians and some of these Africans, and they come in and take care of business. Then you get jealous and you get mad how they treat you. That's what you brought on yourself. Serve yourself, but you refuse to. How you gonna get angry at somebody else's service? If it was not for them, you would have no service at all because you're not doing anything. Respect me as a customer. They don't have to. Let me tell you something about the reality of things. When somebody is the only game in town, they don't care about that customer service crap because they'll tell you, go somewhere else. And they know you can't go nowhere else. That's just the reality of things. They don't give a damn about customer service. I'm the only game in town. YouTube got a big head because YouTube basically know they're the only game in town. There is no other platform like YouTube that is better or you can compare to YouTube. They know it. That's why they treat content makers, that's why they treat you, that's why they treat us any kind of crazy ass way, because they the only game in town. They don't have no competition. And that's just the reality of things. You can complain to YouTube, it go in this ear and out the other. They not tripping on nothing nobody say. The only way you can get YouTube attention is you have to take them to court. And they get a subpoena. And they have to send their lawyers. That's the only time you're going to get YouTube's attention. You are a father. Fathers. That's what they say. And these always in competition with the mother. Who gives a damn about Father's Day? But you don't want mama to have nothing. We live in a patriarchal society. The father or the man, everything in this society, the advantage and the benefits is more toward the men than women. Everything about it. A man would get a job faster than a woman. This is 2021, and women doing the same job still will not get equal pay. This is a fact. It still goes on. If you was a real father, if you was a real man, you would not tolerate that. But you do because you want to be the head macho. You want to be the slave owner on a different kind of plantation where you're the slave owner and she's the slave. That's what you want. Submit to me. Keyword, slave. Serve me. Submission. That's what you want. You want a slave. You want to know how it feels to be the white man when the white man was the slave owner and all of us were slaves. So now you want to feel that way. I wonder how the white man felt when everybody was slaves like that. And you choose her to be your slave. That's who you want to be your slave. You want to be the slave master. And you get angry at her because she fight you back, because she stand up for herself. You want your slave You want your slave to submit. Don't ask you no questions. Everything about this society favors men. Everything. The women can't have nothing. So somebody came up with Mother's Day. And here go a bunch of sissy-ass, punkified men. What about us? What about us? I was a father. If she didn't, I made her have the baby. Oh, Dad, I'm a father. Da, da, da. She can't have nothing. Most of these gods that y'all believe in and all these prophets that y'all believe in, all of that is male. Hell, if God is a man, if God is male, why are you tripping on Father's Day? God is the ultimate. That's a male. But that's not good enough. I want Father's Day too. What you gonna do when the women say, we want a day off for our menses? What you gonna do? These suckers, these men gonna want some. Well, we want a day for. How about a day so we can swing our dangalangs around? These supposed to be fathers. These supposed to be men. They are in competition with the mother. The sad thing about it is you're never going to win. Because these children spent 9 months with mama. And the beginning of their life, hey, let's go to change.org and let's start a petition for swing your ding-a-ling around. You know, all y'all little guys that got little, no, I'm talking about the guys that got the real swing your ding-a-ling around day. Let's celebrate that. I mean, without the ding-a-ling, you can't be a father, right? So if there's a Father's Day, how you gonna have Father's Day without a ding-a-ling? You go swing your ding-a-ling around. Crazy stuff. In competition with women. The women get this and the women get that. Why I don't get it? Why I don't get it? I want that too. Women can't have nothing. Like, damn. And that was, look, it's to the point where the men want to go use the women's bathroom. You know you a man. And you want to go to the women's bathroom. It's terrible. All this is caused because the men are acting in an unnatural way. So it's creating unnatural behaviors. It's creating unnatural behavior. Like I was saying earlier, we don't have any good fathers. It's too far. I'm not going to search for it in the chat room. I just write it again. Put it up on the screen. None. The black community has no good fathers. But my daddy, but my grandfather, my uncle, None. If we had good fathers in our community, we wouldn't be in the condition that we're in. We have none. And unfortunately, people like me and some brothers that you might consider good, due to association, there are none. There are none. I'm sorry, I know you don't want to hear that. I like you, Angel, but my daddy is good. Yeah, y'all know your daddy's real good. Your daddy don't produce a damn thing. Your daddy get water from the white man. Your daddy get other crap from the alpha male. What's good about it? He don't produce a damn thing. He don't protect. He don't have a nation. He make no laws. He make no policy. He control no resources. He's not a good father. Only physically, because he brought you into this mess. And I should tell you he's not a good father because he knew that this was a mess, but he's going to swing his dang-a-lang and impress your mama and bring you into this mess. Absolutely. It's impossible to call yourself a father living under another man's patriarchy. That's my point. That's it. Really, we don't have to say nothing no more. That's it. Let's read that again from one of our wise persons in the chat room, GOTO. GOTO says, it's impossible to call yourself a father living under another man's patriarchy. It's simple as that. There's nothing else that needs to be said. Absolutely. Absolutely. Our deacon says we should send a card and tie to white daddy because that's the real father. The real father give you YouTube. You go to the grocery store and get tomatoes and plums and steak and eggs. And it comes from real father. Give you an education and you got a diploma on the wall. Or you can sing and dance at SeaWorld. I'm kidding, Terry. That's the real father. I have a video called How the White Man Created Black People. They get very upset and angry. But nobody, this video is what, like 4 years old or whatever. Nobody has tried to refute or debunk. Because in the video, when it's all said and done, the father is the white man. We should send a card and tie to white daddy. That's who your father really is. That's who created us. That's who made us. Whether you like it or not. GOTO says, when you have to fight for your rights in another man's judicial system, you are not a father. So GOTO knows exactly where I'm coming from. And a lot of us, I mean, it's simple as that. When you have to fight for your own rights in another man's judicial system, you are not a father. You're not a man. You don't share. It's not like we share in the judicial system. It's not like we make laws for that judicial system. No, the only thing we can do is obey. We don't create a damn thing. And you wonder why so many of us is in prison, in jail, and mental institutions. Because we're not men. They set farm animals free. June 19, 1865. That's the reality of it. And we are pretending to be men. We are pretending to be fathers. I want to show you a picture of a sister. Let me see if I can get it. Share my screen. I want to share a picture of a sister here. Okay. Now, some of you may know who this sister is. Now, this sister here, she's one of the classics. This is Melissa Ford, and she was in a lot of music videos back in the day. One of the original video vixens, Melissa Ford. I always liked Melissa Ford. Now, what you may not know about Melissa Ford is she wanted to become a CSI. She wanted to get into a criminal justice system. She wanted to be a forensic, one of those forensic people like CSI, something like that. But she changed her mind because she got recruited for a music video by this brother, little X or something like that. And the rest is history. And she became a video vixen. And she began, and she, you know, wear the thong in her ass and show all her breasts and all that type of thing in the little bitty swimsuits or whatever. And the reason why she became a video vixen was because of the men. If she had a father, if she was surrounded by men, she would have been encouraged to go get her college degree in criminal science. But no, she is encouraged, take your clothes off, put that piece of plastic string between your ass, roll around for music videos, sell your physical flesh like a hoe. Because she was not surrounded by men. If the black community had men, she would not be able to do that because that's a no-no. We won't tolerate that. But she has no man. She has no father. So the rap music come out, and you got Snoop Doggy Dogg, and you got NWA, you got all that rap garbage coming out. They calling our sisters hoes and bitches and whatever. If the community was filled with men, we wouldn't tolerate that. Many of us was buying that music that called our women hoes and bitches. You bought it. You support Snoop Dogg. You support NWA. You support all these bastards that was calling our sisters hoes and bitches. And what make it so bad, even the sisters was buying the filthy ass music. And why was all this going on? All this is going on because there's no men. There's no fathers in the community. And the only ones who really would open up their mouth now and then to speak up against this foul, evil, demonic rap music was women. A few women. But the men, go ahead, baby. Shake that thing. Shake that booty. All the booty videos. Shake the thing. Shake your ass. Baby got back. If there was men, it wouldn't exist. It wouldn't happen. But there is no men in the black community. The only thing you got, black woman, is a farm animal, farm hands. That's what you have. You have no protection. You have no provider. You just got some sucker that make $50,000 a month slanging his dang-a-lang. What you think about that? And so since the black woman, since the community has nobody to protect, then it falls victim to all the scum and the scourge of society. And so we create lesbians, and we create transgenders, and we create all this stuff. Because the community don't have a man. The community don't have no fathers to protect it. So it becomes victim to the scourge and the filth of general American society. These so-called men want to grow up and they want to act like the real father, which is the white man. Even these pro-blackity black folks or whatever, these men trying to act, it's about their money. All the things that the white man say or put out to make himself, this is what you need to be as a man, they copy the same format. They want to be like their slave master because that's the only example of a man they have. Matter of fact, they will even tell you, well, the white man do this and the white man do that. I don't give a damn about what the white man do. I don't care how he acts. But they want to be just like him. That's their only example of manhood. And the white man hates women. And so now you have become a hater of women. The white man is a homosexual. And now you have become. He's sexually confused. And now you have become. And we're suffering through all this is because there is no father. There is no man in the black community. None. None. I know you want to feel good about yourself and whatever, but it's all a joke. It's all a joke. The reason why we're suffering is because these so-called men are getting honor they did not earn. They're getting credit they did not earn. They're getting booty they did not earn. That's why this community is suffering. And so now it comes down. And apparently, Pan-Africanism has not produced men. The Nation of Islam have not produced men. It has not produced men. That's our problem. There are no men here. There are some of us, we are striving to be better, but we look bad because the majority, the only thing they want to do is barbecue. Like the deacon said, I'm a man, I'm a father, because I barbecue today. That's it. There are no men. So I suggest to you, if you want to keep being a fake ass brother, then you go where the fake people hang out. We don't do that here. We understand and accept the reality that we're not men. Nowhere close. I'm not saying it is what it is, but we can do better. You want to be like the cracker. You want to be like the peckerwood. We don't do that here. We can accept the reality and strive to do better. But it don't make no difference how good I do, or the deacons, or GOTO, or KG, or whoever. It don't make no difference how well we do when we are surrounded by a bunch of damn losers. And so I'm going to talk about y'all happy ass. Y'all weak ass creeps. Because you're making us look bad. Men who really willing to die and stand up. I don't want you to call me a man because my dingle ain't big and I can throw it across my shoulder. I want you to respect me because I am a man. I have earned it and I prove it. I'll blow your brains out. I'll go to war with you. I want my own. I want my own resources. I'm going to make my own laws. You are going to respect me. It's all or nothing. There's no chumps. There's no chumps here. You're not going to call me a man because I can barbecue some ribs. We don't do that here. So enjoy your holiday. Enjoy your barbecue. Enjoy all those type of things. But at the same time, if you don't accept the reality of your situation, it's not going to change. It's not going to change till you change and accept the reality of what you're dealing with. GOTO says, black men have modeled themselves after another man's history. They're living a false life. I mean, the chat room is kicking ass. The chat room is telling how it is. We're gonna say this again. Black men have modeled themselves after another man's history. They're living a false life. I would also go to say, if you're trying to be some type of damn African or Muslim or whatever, that's a false life too. That's false. I want to be me. I am a descendant of them damn farm animals that y'all set loose in 1865. I can accept that. I'm not interested in trying to be some damn African or whoever. I'm satisfied living in my own skin. It's all right with me. I don't need all that extra stuff. And I would be a man. And I would be a father based upon what I create fatherhood to be. Not what some African or some Muslim or whoever. I'm going to dictate that because I am a man. I am Father. I am the God. And until you get your mind straight, as they say in Islam, until you put yourself on the right path, nothing is going to change. Except this illusion, this fantasy world that you live in, you some kind of father and you're not. You're still nothing but a damn farm animal on somebody's farm. And you're going to be that until you can prove it in the eyes of the world. In the first place, you need to prove that you're a real man and a real father is to her. And she will support you, and the sky's the limit. I guarantee you. Sky's the limit. So on that note, thank you for listening. Enjoy your Juneteenth weekend. Enjoy your Father's Day barbecues and all whatever. And this is not to put us down. This is not to degrade. This is not to make mockery. Those in the chat room are on time. We know. We're just going to have to accept the reality of it so that we can change this and do better. So on that note, brothers and sisters, we're going to catch you on the flip. Angel Snuffing Up 7 in the house. GOTO, the Deacons, KG, those who are listening and those who will be listening later on. I appreciate it. It's always an honor that you would give me a little bit of your time. I just had to get this off my shoulder. I really did. I had to get this off my shoulder. Thank you so much. I had to get it off my shoulder because it's time for a change. It's time to hold people accountable. I'm sick of, oh, the white man do this and the white man do that. It's so hard for a brother. It's so hard for, you are the problem. You're the problem. Unfortunately, this morning, on what many are celebrating or acknowledging as Father's Day, unfortunately for them, I began my morning posting my conclusions, my observations about those who call themselves fathers, those who are soul brothers, those who are African American males, those who are Negro males, colored males, Kemetic males, Nation of Islam males, Black First males, whatever you want to call yourself, father. I challenge and I say that you are not. None of you. None. I have not changed my mind since our talk yesterday. I still say none. The Black community, soul community, has no men. The Black community, soul community, has no fathers. I still stick to my guns, and I'm telling you, none. Well, brother, there's always exceptions to the rule, and we have a few. I say none. I say none. And this is based upon something that I was taught. I was taught that somebody like Oprah Winfrey, she's a billionaire, famous, very popular all over the world. I was taught that you can never grow higher than the people that you come from. So no matter how much money, how much fame, how much anybody think they have outgrown their people, who are still poverty stricken, who are still victims of police brutality, who are still in this horrid condition, it makes no difference who you think you are in life, as long as your people that you are birthed from continue to suffer and continue to be made mockery of, who continue to live in a slave-like condition, it makes no difference who or what you think you become, your corny-ass success. You cannot outgrow your people. So based upon that, I don't care what kind of father you think you are. I don't care how good you think you are. If the majority of your gender hate women, if the majority of your gender have produced nothing, protect nothing, sex maniacs, drug addicts, if your gender is garbage, then you cannot outgrow your gender. So it makes no difference what I do of good. It makes no difference how I act, because my gender is corrupt. My gender is a piece of shit. My gender is a piece of garbage. But you want to feel better. You want to think that you're different. I'm above them. No, you're not. As long as your gender is corrupt, as long as your gender is a piece of trash, as long as your gender is feeding on the slop in a pig pen, you and I, we are right there with them. You cannot disconnect. The stereotypes tell you you can't disconnect. There's a stereotype that when black men go into stores, they trying to steal. So even though I go into a store, I have no intent to steal. All the eyes, all the cameras is on me because I might steal. I'm not supposed to drive a pretty car. I'm supposed to love watermelon. So it makes no difference. You cannot escape that. So I stand, and on this video, I'm going to continue to prove There are none. We have no men in the soul community. We have no men in the black community. None. It's a fallacy. It's feel-good rhetoric. And we talked about that yesterday. But what brings me to this talk that we're having today, this afternoon, is I'm going to piggyback off a video our sister Rashida done. And you will see, you can go to her channel and you can watch that video. What was the name of it? It's her latest video. I forgot the exact. Elf Father's Day, Part 2 and Part 1. Rashida Strover, the dark-skinned activist, you can see that. Also, I will play the video later on, 2:30 p.m. if you wish to see what I am piggyback off of. Our sister Rashida Strover, the world's first dark-skinned activist. I say there are no men, there are no fathers in the soul black community. What about the women? Ain't no mothers, ain't no women in the community too. Distraction tactic. I'm not talking about women, I'm talking about your happy ass. I hate people when they try to get the pressure off of them and put it on somebody else. I'm talking about you. And the reason why I'm talking about you, because you're making me look bad. That's why I'm talking about you. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the excuse making. Now, if you listen to Sister Rashida's video from yesterday, she does not say none. There are some brothers who are good fathers. There are some men who are very good men. Blah, 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 blah. I say none. I don't care how tough you talk. I don't care how many bills you pay. I don't care if you are caught up on your child support. I don't care if you go to work and take care of your family. I say none. Brother, you sound very, very angry. Brother, you sound very angry. Maybe you and your father, your daddy, didn't get along well. Yes, you are absolutely right. My mother was married to my father. My father lived in the house with me. My father did not even acknowledge my existence. I remember he bought me a box of Cracker Jack. I remember he rolled me on his knee, played horsey one time. But the majority of the time, I did not exist. He never said, "Good morning, son. You wanna toss the old pigskin, son?" My father lived in the house with his children and did not acknowledge us. The only thing on his mind was making more babies with my mother and getting drunk and abusing my mother, always fighting my mother like some of y'all do. You want to beat up on women. You want to compete with women. You abuse children and animals. My father was a rolling stone. He was married to 3 women at the same time. Y'all should like that. He was a polygamist. He got married and never got legally divorced from nobody. Papa was a rolling stone, wherever he put his hat was his home. They made a song out of that. There's nothing funny about that. Especially to the children who are his victims. But technically, he's a father. Because technically, the only thing you have to do is be able to make a baby. Your penis work. Hold on a second here. Okay. I want my moderators to block all these misfits as soon as you see them. Soon as the comment comes up, block. I don't want to see the comments. Now, it's a good thing that we don't have a lot of folks coming here. So there's no reason for us to entertain trolls at all. There's no reason. If you want to come here troll, then you need to bring thousands of subscribers, thousands of listeners, and then there's not too much we can do about it. But until then, these corny ass comments, the moderators will immediately block you. So take the time to make another account. It's easier for us to block you than for you to make a brand new Gmail account. I guarantee. Now, I say none. You hate the black woman, but these sisters have mercy on you. These women allow you to call yourself a father, allow you to call yourself a man, and you have not earned it. You have not earned the honor. And these sisters need to stop cuddling you. They need to stop. You need to stop sucking these men on your breasts. They are not men. They are not fathers. They are nothing but somebody that was born with a penis and made a baby. That's all. A dog can be a father. A squirrel can be a father. A chipmunk can be a father. What do you do that a chipmunk can't do? What they say? Talk soul to me. What do you do? Nothing. I answer for you. Absolutely nothing. Back in the day, I've heard this for over 40-some years. Oh, the black man. The white man put all the pressure on the brothers. The prison to pipeline crap. Oh, woe is me, the black man. Oh, woe is me. I understand. You know, I understand having sympathy for somebody. I understand having empathy for somebody. But how long are you going to do this? This is 2021. These men drive around in fancy cars. They talk about they're high value men. They become mayors. One of them is called, was supposed to be president. And you still crying over them. How long? When is this going to stop? We are babyfied. We need to stop babyfying soul brothers. We need to stop babyfying black men, black women, sisters. Let me tell you, sisters, black women, you need to stop babyfying your brothers, your uncles, your male cousins, your fathers. The reason why your condition does not change is because your men refuse to change it. They refuse to challenge the real alpha male. They refuse to challenge the dominant male. So they take their frustrations out on you. And you cuddle them and you make them feel better just so they can talk about you, so they can kick you in your ass. And that's what we have seen for the last 20, 30 or more years. Because their testosterone, or whatever, however you pronounce it, should be targeting another man, but you have babyfied and you have not allowed them to grow as men, and they take their frustration and blame their cowardice and their failures on you. And you catching hell all over social media. That black woman do this, the black woman is the source of the problem. You, sisters, you created this Frankenstein. And it wasn't intentional. You done it to try to save his life. You done it because you didn't want harm to come to your son. But now your son has betrayed your love and turned on you. That's what has happened. That's what has happened. The time for baby these guys is over. This is the time for accountability. You gave them mercy. You cried on their shoulder. Now you have to give them. Now we have to give them tough love. Otherwise, our condition will not change. Sister Isis said, single mothers in trying to protect their sons have weakened them. Absolutely. I would tell you, Sister Isis X, welcome to our program. I say, mothers, don't attack just the single sisters. Mothers, in trying to protect their sons, have weakened them. Hell, the father ain't no damn good. So what if you come from a two-parent household? Your father is a sissy. He go to work. He pay the bills. So the hell what? Animals in the wild do the same stuff. Take care of their, and they in their way, they pay the bills. Who gives a damn? We've allowed this to go on too long. I had a friend of mine. My friend, both of us, we were victims of bullies. Now, I was a 98-pound weakling. I didn't know how to fight. You know, I'm an easy target. My friend was one of the biggest guys in school. And he was getting bullied by little fellas. And one day, I went to his house, and his mother, may she rest in peace, Sister Betty, she heard about the bullying. And she said, what's up with that? Look how big you are. He didn't really have no excuse. And his mother told him, I tell you what. Now, you don't think that his mother want to see her son beat up or even killed. But Sister Betty told him, look, I'm not going to tolerate that. You are going to fight those bullies. Win or lose, you're going to fight them. I know you're scared, boy. I know you're scared, but you are going to fight them. Because if you do not fight them, when you come home and I find out that you ran away from them, you did not fight them, I'm going to whoop your ass. So you're going to get 2 ass whoopings. They're going to whoop your ass, and when you come home, I'm going to whoop your ass worse than what they did. And believe me, his mama ain't no joke. May she rest in peace, Sister Betty. I like this. I really like his mama. He didn't know what to do. He didn't have no choice. So the next day, the bullies thought it was going to be an ordinary day. Here they come. Now, I can't help my friend. Yes. I can't help my friend. I'm a little sissy boy. I'm a little sissy boy too. The only thing I know how to do is run. So here come the bullies, and I'm making sure I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm scared. I'm standing a little bit out the way so I can take off, like the little sissy I was, and like the little sissies y'all are right now to this day. So here come the bullies. Now John knew, my friend, he knew what his mama say, and he know his mama don't play. his mama broke him down in front of me one day. Who the hell you think you talking to? I was like, whoa. You know how embarrassing that is? You know how embarrassing that is? You watch your friend get his ass whooped in front of you, his mama. You want a box? Box, box. I'm like, damn. I'm like, what the hell? She wasn't playing. And she was a divorced woman. And now she's a single mother. She did not play. Sister Betty did not play. And you know how quiet you get when you get your ass whooping in front of your best friend? I'm quiet. I don't want no trouble. Sister Betty was, you want a box? Come on, box. I'm like, damn. What the hell? Woo, she wasn't no joke. So here come these bullies. John really don't know how to fight, but he know about that ass whooping his mama promised him. So here come the bullies. John didn't know how to fight or whatever, but John learned how to fight real quick that day. John got to grabbing and punching and slamming. Them guys was like, took him off guard. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know what to do. Yeah. Yeah, Miss Betty was like Miss Jerry from the Martin show. I'm like, damn. John kicked their ass. I was so happy for my friend because when he kicked their ass, a lot of that pressure got off me. And John was like, damn. Look. John was like, damn, man, I could have done this a long time ago. Right. John had no more problems. The girls wanted to start giving him some booty after that. Wow, he can protect me. He can fight like that. All of a sudden, he get girls' telephone number. Now everybody want to give John play. Everybody getting the hell out of John's way. He was scared, but he didn't know what he was doing. John took care of business. And when he went home, his mama was like, okay, what happened? I took over the story. I said, Miss Betty, John was handling business. John was like, bop, 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 slam. I told you that. Woo! Right. He became Big John. Didn't have no more problems. No more problems after that. Because his mama stopped babyfying him, stopped trying to protect him. You go out there and you fight. You got to fight. See, we don't have what you call manhood training. When you look at the story of Geronimo, in his tribe, you get no woman, you get no booty, unless you prove you are worthy. I'm going to say that again. You get no woman, you have no sex until you prove that you are worthy. And so Geronimo went to the father, and that's another thing we don't do, I guess, because we don't have fathers in the home and like we supposed to. Geronimo went to the father, and he was like, yo, I like your daughter, what I gotta do to get with her? What I gotta do to get with her, daddy-o? I want 3 horses. 3 horses? Now, the problem is the Native American people don't raise horses. The reason why they have horses, because some kind of way they got the horses from the white man. It's not like you can go out in the forest and get some horses. If a Native American person had a horse, they got it some kind of, because they won it in war, or maybe the horse was lost, some kind of way. There was no, you couldn't just go out and grab a horse. And so 3 horses for Geronimo, like, wow, that's a big deal. Geronimo was like, damn, 3 horses, my man? Then he started looking at the man's daughter. He started looking at the man's daughter. I'm gonna get them 3 horses. I'm getting those 3 horses. Geronimo went out, did a little sneaking around, and he came back with, I think he came back with 7 horses. The father was like, whoa, that's what I think your daughter is worth. Your daughter is worth more than what you asked for. You asked for 3 horses, I'm bringing you back 7. I think I'm a little off on the numbers, but you get what I'm saying. Geronimo had to prove worthy of her. The story of Kunta Kinte. That was a fictional story. I don't give a damn about all that. Go take your happy ass and roll somewhere. Whether it's real or fictional, there's a lesson here for us. Kunta Kinte was made to go to manhood training. He will not be called a man until he goes through manhood training. He will not be allowed to have a woman until he goes through manhood training. But in America, we have no manhood training. That's why we don't really know what a man is. We have no manhood training. That's why the only thing it takes for you to be a father, because you was born with a penis and your penis worked. So we running around here making children of low quality. Because the father is low quality and the mother is low quality. And we make low quality people that easily fall victim to drugs and alcohol, gender confusion, and everything that you think of that you can think of, because you're dealing with low quality, low functioning offspring that was created on a low level. As they say, your children are recreated on a low chakra type of being. You have low human beings. A high functioning human being has no interest in drugs and alcohol. because you get high off of life. You get high off of your connection to life and the universe itself. And a drug and liquor cannot give you that. The only thing drugs and liquor can do is give you delusions. Mess with your imagination. And that's why most of these religions and these other ideologies and belief systems, that's why they are acceptable, because you're dealing with people who were produced from a low point of human existence. I know you don't want to hear that. I know. You're getting upset. I know. Here. Wipe the tears. Why do angels stop themselves? Always try to want to make us cry. Bad man. You got to stand up, grow up and fight like my friend did. You got to man up. You got to woman up. We have to understand and accept the reality that we're dealing with. All this kissing your knee and babyfying you, y'all are punk people. Y'all are sissified people. There's no way, if you wasn't a little sissy, there's no way these suckers could go around lynching you. Only thing you're going to do is cry. Oh, they lynched Bobby. The other day, they lynched Soul Brother 85. They raped Sister Isis the other night. And the only thing we do is cry. You got to be a sissy. Y'all are punkified people. Then you talk about you close to God. What kind of God are you close to? And that God don't give you the strength to fight your enemies. Matter of fact, why don't your God do your fighting for you? Because your God know you a little sissy. Because your God is sissified. We don't even see your damn God. Your God hiding. I'm the most high, hiding behind stuff, invisible. Bring your God ass out and take care of business. Your God talk about how powerful he or she is, throw you out in front, go get him. In the name of Allah, go get him. Bring your Allah, Jesus, whatever the hell, bring your happy ass out. Your God is punkified, sissified, that's why you are. Hiding around, invisible. Go Jesus, go Muhammad, go tell them what I said. Bring your happy ass and tell me in my face what you want me to know. Why you gotta have somebody to come and talk for you? I'm the messenger of Allah. I don't want to talk to your messenger. I want to talk to you directly. But your God is punkified, sissified, scary, invisible, hiding under tables, hiding behind soda bottles, hiding behind trees. Is that my fault? No. You angry at me because I'm just letting you know what you're dealing with. Your God is a punk. Slaves praying to God 400 years. And this God didn't do a damn thing for 400 years. Until this day, none of your gods have done nothing. None of them. G-O-T-O says, exactly. Why haven't those miracles from the Bible happened anymore for his chosen people. And you're the chosen people of God getting your ass whipped for 400 years. Not for 40 years, not for 4 hours. You're getting your ass whooped for 400 years, and the ass whoopings have not stopped. None. Your God don't exist. None. There are no men. None. There are no fathers. None. I'm not backing down. You just want to feel good. You want somebody to kiss your ass. You want to live in La La Land. We don't do that here. This is the Realities Temple on earth. We're going to keep it real to the best of our ability or shut the hell up. We ready to fight. Whether we scared or not, it's time to fight. And when you fight, you're going to find out, just like my friend John, damn, we could have done this long time ago. You scared of the white man. The Hebrew Israelites, the pro-blacks, Nation of Islam, Pan-Africans, the list goes on and on. You scared as hell. They will run their mouth only so far and shut the hell up. I'm the only one that keep talking about and bring the memory of those brothers from back in a few years ago. Michael Johnson. What's the other brother? I keep forgetting his name. But those two brothers that got sick of the police killing our people, and they took action. And when that was going on, I'm the only one that was making videos calling them heroes. These pro-blacks or whatever, you didn't see them making no videos calling these men heroes. Right. Trump said, what you got to lose? You scared. Matter of fact, there was a time when we used to use that word, crib, all the time. Man, I'm going to the crib. What is a crib? A crib is a bed where a baby sleep. Where a baby sleep. Not only do you go to sleep, but it's designed for a baby. I'm going to the crib. Sister Isa said, didn't they tell you to have faith, which means shut up and believe? Absolutely. Exactly. And I'm sick of all of it. I can't do this no more. We built this country and own nothing. Our sister Isa said. Exactly. We control nothing. We make no policies. We just here. And if it wasn't for us, our ancestors, they wouldn't have none of this. And the so-called fathers, the so-called men, they tolerate it because they scared to stand up to the bully. They want to keep giving you these excuses. Well, God gonna do this, and the sun is gonna kill all the white people, and all that. I'm sick of all this blackity black God stuff. I'm sick of, I can't do it no more. I just can't do it. Sister Isis, you ladies, you deserve a man in your life. You deserve a man. Not these boys. Look at here. I'm going by my little notes here, things that I want to cover. So I might go overtime a little bit. Just hang with me. I want to cover these things. Okay. Let's do this little scenario here. Some of y'all claim that there are good fathers. I say none. But you say, oh, brother, come on. I'm a good father, and there's some other men that's good fathers. Come on, man. You tripping, brother. You tripping. I say none. So we're going to do a little scenario here. For those of you who say, oh, there's good fathers, there's some good men in the community, blah, 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 blase, blah. Okay. Let's do this little scenario. Let me get a drink here. Okay. Okay, I'm a good father. Could y'all put some assets of a good father in the chat room for me, and we can go. That'll help me move a little bit easier. But one of the things that a good father, a requirement of a good father is, let's say, okay, my father is good because he took me to a baseball game. Yeah, daddy, my good father, daddy. He took me to the baseball game. I got a good father. We got a good man in the house. Sure do. Yes, that's right, son. I'm a good father because I took the time to take my child to the baseball game. Daddy took me to a baseball game. He's a good father. He's a good man. Took me to a baseball game. Daddy. Yes, son. I'm your father, and I am a man. You sure is, Daddy. Daddy, do you own the baseball team? What? Daddy, did you make the seats in the stadium? Did you build the stadium where the baseball game is played? Well, do you make some of that money, Daddy? That from the baseball game, Daddy? Do you, Daddy? Huh? Do you, Daddy? Well, Daddy, do y'all make the gas that go in the car so we can go to the baseball game, Daddy? Huh? Do you make the paper where the baseball tickets where they made, Daddy? So we can go to the baseball game? Well, well, you see, Daddy, did you make the steering wheel on the car that made it so we could go to the baseball game, Daddy? Well, Daddy, did you employ all those people at the stadium at the baseball game, Daddy? Well, Daddy, did you make the laws and the rules so the baseball team can operate in the city, Daddy? Come on, Daddy, Father. Well, Daddy, the only thing you can do is just take me to the baseball game, and you don't control nothing, Daddy. Well, you see, son, you see. Right. Daddy, what the hell do your happy ass do? Okay. So, hey. So GOTO says Daddy provides economic resources. Daddy, do you control these lights, Daddy? Daddy, do you control the pipes that bring the water into our house, Daddy? How do you, Daddy? Father? Well, you see, son. Daddy, did you chop down the trees to build our house, Daddy? Huh, Daddy? Huh, Daddy? Well, did you make the windows, Daddy? Huh? Did you make the windows, Daddy? Huh? Did you make the windows? Daddy, what do you produce? Daddy, what do you provide? Daddy. Well, I go to work. I go to work every day. Do you work for yourself, Daddy? I'm very proud to say I'm a self-made man. I run my own business. Daddy, well, how come the white man face on the money in your pocket, Daddy? How come you pay the white man taxes, Daddy? You run your own business. Huh, Daddy? Huh, Daddy? I don't understand, Daddy. Daddy, what your happy ass do, Daddy? You get my drift. You get my point. These men, these fathers, they want you to call them father. They want you to call them a man. They produce nothing. They protect nobody. So, here we are. This child was shot down in a drive-by by some gangs. Now the child is talking to the father from the grave. My son, them gang members. Daddy, they shot me, Daddy. I know, son. You knew before I was born, them gang members was there, didn't you, Daddy? Yeah. You knew there was a chance they might shoot me, right, Daddy? Why you brought me into this, Daddy? Are you gonna avenge my death, Daddy? I called the police. They said 2 or 3 years from now, they'll get to the case. You are a father, you are a man, and you won't even avenge, you don't even protect the children that you bring into this world. Father, Daddy. GOTO says they were taught that as long as they're in the house, that's good enough. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. This is not acceptable. The only one who will accept this is a slave who is trying to survive on a plantation. A father is supposed to create an environment so his children can live, not survive. You're supposed to come here and be able to enjoy your life because your father, your parents made the way. So you talk to a lot of brothers and sisters and you ask them about life, a lot of them will say, hey man, what's going on? Oh, I'm just surviving. I'm just making it, bro. You know, times is hard. We get over $1 trillion out of this economy every year. There's no excuse for our people to run around talking about, yeah, man, I'm just making it. I'm just making it. You know, brother, I'm just trying to survive. That's not acceptable. And the reason why we do this and go through this, because there's no men, there's no fathers, because fathers are not going to tolerate their children to live like this. Fathers are not going to tolerate their children being slaves. Fathers are not going to tolerate their daughters to be part of sex trafficking rings, swinging on a pole in a strip club, and being a prostitute on a street. And when I said fathers, I'm talking about all men. You're not going to allow not your son, my son, none of our babies that come from us, none of them are going to suffer because daddy got your back. But we have no father. So all kinds of predators can come and attack her and our children because there's no male. There's no male lion. There's no male bear. There's no male to protect the woman. So they all become victims. And then because your happy ass have failed to protect your woman and children, and now she's a victim, you want to make mockery of the situation. You're the reason why whatever she is because of us, our gender. Because we don't protect, we don't provide, we don't do a damn thing except take your little penis out and swing it around and pretend you're a man. You're not a man. And she cuddle your ass instead of making you fight, thinking she's doing you a favor. And she made a sissy out of all of us. It's not her fault. That's her nature to try to protect her children. The buck stops here. Now look. This bum, Kevin Samuels, talks about a high-value man. What makes you a high-value man? Because you make $50,000 a month and you can drive cars and wear high-priced clothes that you get from white folks. That makes you a high-value man. I don't want nothing to do with that. I'd rather be poor, broke, down and out, and a fighter, a revolutionary. I want my own. You don't even understand what high value is, dumbass person. Money is not high value. Some of you are business owners. What is your greatest expense? Business owner. For those of you who are not hip to business, the greatest asset or liability in business is labor costs. Labor costs. The greatest asset, the greatest resource. You keep talking about diamonds and gold and oil and all this other stuff. The greatest asset on the planet is other human beings, you dumbass. That's the greatest resource. The greatest resource on the planet is other human beings. Your gold, your diamonds, your oil, all that stuff don't mean nothing if you don't have a human resource to go get it for your happy ass. It was a human resource that made America wealthy and powerful. The slaves, free slave labor for 400 years. The human being. Your greatest resource, black man, your greatest resource, soul brother, is a human being. I would rather have her than $50,000 a month. I don't give a damn about your $50,000 a month and your fancy suits. I want her. I want Sister Isis. I want the black woman. I want the soul sisters. I want us together. The greatest resource is us. Not gold, not silver, not this crack of money. It's us. That's your greatest resource. Kevin Samuels trying to show off in front of white folks. And they're not impressed by him. We are the threat when we see value in ourselves. We're the threat, not Kevin Samuels. We are the threat when we see value in the black woman, in the black man, in our babies. And when we begin to recognize our own potential, when we can take that $1 trillion that we get out of this economy and flip it, instead of being another slave like Kevin Samuels, trying to show off in front of the Peckerwood. I want my own. If you was a man, if you was a father, then you would have no problem with our Mississippi campaign strategy. You would have no problem with that. Because you only have two options. Either you pick up weapons and go to civil war with these demons, which you're too scared to damn do, or we follow a strategy, following the laws that they give us so we can obtain what we already have earned. But the high value man and these boys, because you don't have a man, they want to sit back and do nothing because they boys. A man is willing to die for his. I'm willing to die for mine. I'm willing to die for my children. I'm willing to die so I can build my nation. I know I might not see the nation, but I'm willing to die so she and you, our babies, you can have. That's what men do. I see these men on Facebook a few years ago, black power and talking all this crap. Now they old, grizzled up ass old men, and they on Facebook holding their babies. What you gonna leave? What is your legacy? What are you giving them? Absolutely nothing. Oh, my grandpa. The hell with your grandfather. He's a damn sissy and a bitch. That's what your grandfather was. A black power hoe. A black power bitch. He put on a show and give you nothing. Now he's ready to die. Take the life that you have and fight for your children, for your grandchildren. If they was men, but they boys. They're not men. That's why I'm telling you they don't exist, because men will show it in their actions. You're getting a whole bunch of talk. I don't give a damn about your talk. And you do not have to participate in the Mississippi campaign. The problem is these suckers are doing nothing. They're doing absolutely nothing. They must be held accountable. I'm not going to call you a father. I'm not going to call you a man until you earn it. These have not earned it. When you die on the battlefield, striving to get something for your women and children, now you have earned it. Call you no damn man. You're not no man to me. Now, Sister Rashida might let you get away with it. I'm not going to let you get away with that here because you make me look bad because I want better. You make us here look bad because we want better. I'm going to say this and we're going to be already 5,000. There are those who make mockery of my 10 years in a mental facility. They laugh, and they laugh, He was really twazy. Now the thing, first of all, I am not ashamed. I'm not ashamed what happened to me. I'm not the only brother. I'm not the only black man, the only soul brother that have been railroaded and went to jail, went to prison, put into a million. I'm not the first one and won't be the last. But the thing about that experience is they did not break me. Here I am, 2021, spent 10 years in the mental institution. I'm stronger than all you suckers put together. I was in the belly of the beast. These people trying to kill me every day. Trying to force medicine down my throat. Shoot me in the ass with needles. And I didn't back down. I fought them the whole 10 years. The final mental examination that I took, the link is in the description box of this video. You can read that. I want to say this and we're going to get out of here. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught a man does not look good until he looks good in the eyes of a woman. I do not look good until I look good in the eyes of Terry, Cindy, and Rona, and Sister Isis. When I was locked up in that mental facility, they was having a hard time dealing with me because I was able to make friends and allies with these, my sisters. I was able to make friends and allies with women, period, regardless to their race, regardless to their sexual orientation. I was able to communicate and be friends with the women because even though I'm in a mental institution, even though I was broke, they saw a man that was fighting these impossible odds, and I stayed on my ground. I stayed on my point. I did not back down. Women are attracted to strength. So all these women, it's a woman's nature to be attracted to strength in a man. So I'm a mental patient and I'm broke and I might be there the rest of my life. But these women supported me, regardless to race. They did everything they could to try to break me. The problem was these women brought me comfort. They would go in their own pocket and bring me Chinese food and pizza and toothbrushes and toothpaste and hair clippers. They took care of me. And there's nothing those bastards could stop it. They took me away from the sisters and put me with white women, and the white women did the same thing. That's right. I'm like Elder Rashawn. That's right. That's right. Because women are attracted to strength, and you look good to them when you're strong. There was a little white girl, and she killed a couple of people in a car accident. I think she was driving drunk. I really don't know the specifics behind her car accident. And they brought her in. And she was scared of everybody. She was, you know, she's in the crazy house. And you got folks running around here. We got somebody new. You got some folks looking, they look crazy. I don't know what it was about me. She saw me, and that little white girl ran to me. I'm like, everybody's like, what's up? And she stood by me like I'm supposed to be her protector. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Well, I could be dying, but I'm just saying. I don't know what was up with that little white girl. That little white girl liked me. And she started talking to me and told me about her case and everything. Talked to nobody. She wasn't talking to the doctors or no, but she didn't know me from Adam and Eve or whatever. And she just opened up to me. I don't know what it was. And we lived in separate parts of the facility. It was a co-ed type of environment. As soon as I came out of my room, that little white girl saw me and ran to me. When we went to lunch, she was right there with me. Everybody was like tripping off of it. What's up? Oh, you got your girlfriend. I asked her, why aren't you scared of me? She never did answer. And that little white girl was my partner until she was released. And prior to me getting locked up, I used to work for Little Caesars Pizza, and almost every other day, it was summertime, it was hot. I used to get off work and go by McDonald's and get an ice cream cone. And it was some little girl, it was some teenagers. Little white girl teenagers. Yeah, I think so too. it was some little white girls. And, you know, I'm only getting an ice cream cone, but I'm talking with them back and forth or whatever. I don't know, those little white girls, they like me. And they found out I was working at the Little Caesars Pizza down the street. And one day they came to visit me. Where's the black guy? There's only one black guy that was there. That was me. How you doing? I said, ain't y'all the little teenagers at the McDonald's? Yeah. We wanted to come and see you. There was a small little white girl. And she was ordering pizza from us all the time. And I used to play with her on the phone and pretend I'm Mickey Mouse. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to Little Caesar Pizza. Oh, you funny. And one day, she brought her mother. Her and her mother came to Little Caesar Pizza to visit me and talk with me. Now, the thing about all this also, with all these women that I'm dealing with, I never tell them, oh, your boobs is real big. I never tell them, oh, your booty fat. Oh, you show sexy. I talk to all these women and little white girls. I talk to them like they was human beings. Do you understand? Now, when I got to really know some of my sisters, yeah, we went there. You know, I talked about them a little bit, you know, oh, you cute, you know, whatever. You got nice breasts or whatever. But that's not what I was about. I'm talking to human beings. And you are living in an environment where these brothers do not see our sisters, our women as human beings. You're some kind of tool. You're some kind of farm animal. I don't give a damn about pro-black teachings. I'm not pro-black. I love womanhood, regardless of race. It is the men that have corrupted white women. It is the men that have messed up Mexican women. It's the men that cause these women to become lesbians and gay, or lesbians and transgender. It's the men that have done this, taking you out of your nature. It's the men. If I ever meet our sister Isis in person, if I ever meet Invo in person, I meet my sisters. They are human beings. Now, when I get to know Terry on a personal level, it'll be a little bit different, but she's a human being. That's what the sisters, that's what the women liked about me. I've never been sleazy. I've always been a gentleman. I opened the door for all women. I will walk all women to their car at night. For all women. And the women have been taking care of me. Even when I was being bullied back in the day. It was girls, it was women that stood up for me. It was a white lady judge that set me free. All the men was doing everything they could to keep me locked up. It was a white woman, a white lady that set me free. I'm gonna stand with womanhood. Y'all can kick rocks, go to hell, kiss my ass. I don't give a damn if I never see another man in my whole entire life. Kick rocks. I don't need you. These men are screwed up in the head. and they don't want to deal with their mental illness. I'm going to stand on mine. I'm going to stand on mine. I'm telling you, and I'm going to put that here because I want you to know, I'm going to stand on my rock. Where's that at? No, I know I just typed it. Oh, this thing won't let me put no more. This thing won't let me put no more comments in the chat room. Ain't that a blip? But anyway, I'm standing on my rock. And I'm telling you, and I have proven to you, whether you like it or not, and you can disagree, I have stood on my rock and proven to you, I'm telling you, we have none. There are no men, there are no fathers in our community. When they begin to exist, when they earn it, the honor, thank you. I don't know what happened. I couldn't, it wouldn't let me, it won't let me write. None. Thank you, GOTO. Everybody can't handle the reality. Folks want to live in delusional land, Wakanda land, La La land. I am a male myself. You would think I wouldn't mind taking advantage of all the glorious things that a patriarchal society will give me. That's wrong. They're corrupt. I would rather be surrounded by her than a bunch of hard legs. I'm not into that. And some creep was trying to make mockery because I want to be around women. Don't want to be around men. How you gonna call me homosexual? I'm around women. I'm not around your hard leg ass. I don't want to be around you. Next to slavery, women have been abused and tortured even to this day for eons. It's got to come to an end. All women need to be free. All women need to be liberated. We as human beings are not going to be able to move forward and progress the way we need to without her, if we keep her being a slave, keep her being oppressed. And I say this, and we're going to get out of here. Now, even in the teachings of Elijah Muhammad, they say that God answers your prayers through the womb of a woman. And those men who understand that, especially when women are pregnant, you can't treat her any kind of way because you will psychologically damage the fetus that's forming in her. Can't you see we all messed up? What kind of thoughts are these women when they are abused, exploited, treated all kinds of wacky ass ways, drinking alcohol and liquor, using drugs? What kind of babies is she gonna produce? You living in it. Do you like it? Do you like the world that her womb has produced? No, you don't. But these men are too arrogant. These men are sick in the mind and corrupt. They would rather we be destroyed, and maybe that's a good thing. Because if we're not going to do any good on top of the ground, then maybe we'll do better under the ground. I suggest to womanhood that if necessary, if you have to physically fight these male demons, then you need to do that. And kick the corrupt men out of office and bring in your brothers that can support you and lead you and guide you and put you where you need to be. They said women outnumber men, even though men are stronger and whatever. Women, y'all can kick these suckers' ass. And a lot of you sisters, you ain't no joke. Something's got to give. Either we're going to be right or we're going to be wrong. There's no in between. I suggest to us to get on the soul train and get right. I say there are no men or fathers in our community. Black fathers ain't shit. When you earn it, we will give you the honor and the praise. Just because you got a ding-a-ling don't make you a father. Just because you got a ding-a-ling and you can swing it around and make babies all over the planet don't make you a man, don't make you a father. Just make you a damn stud horse, a damn breeding animal. We're human beings here. We don't live on slave plantations. We're not farm animals. So on that note, thank you for listening. In about a half an hour, we'll be playing Sister Rashida's video on Father's Day, and she will cuddle y'all a little bit. She'll stroke your ego a little bit or whatever. Maybe that's more palatable to your liking. I'm not playing with you. It's all or nothing. You're going to be a man or nothing at all. Or you're going to be called boy because that's what you are.
Just keep it going.
I keep it real. What, dear? Because I keeps it real like that.